stuff out of it? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me get the license plate. Is the battery dead on this?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
What's one of the very first things you do there, Tim?
Well, the first thing I do is I get the pictures of the customer's AAA and their driver's license. That just verifies that they're the card holder. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my panoramic photos. I always like taking pictures of the license plate and the VIN number first. This VIN number here has a barcode reader. Come on over here and check this out. Yeah. Now, his numbers in the picture aren't going to show up because it's got scratched.
Yeah.
But this has a barcode reader, and on our tow books, we have the option of going down here to edit, and we have a VIN number, and right here we have a barcode reader. That actually is there's a little red line in there. You see that? And we just put that up there, and it'll read the barcode. I'm just going to make a mockery of me, isn't it? There it went. Okay. Yeah, it reads it, and now it already puts the whole VIN number in there. Even tells us the original color on all that stuff. And now we don't have to type that in. Now, if we didn't have that there, say on an older rigs, anything from the 70s, they're not going to have a barcode reader. So that same edit that I had right there, if I typed in his license plate number down here, then all I have to do is add in the last 3 digits of the VIN number to put all that information there. We do that a lot with the impounds. So, so we got that updated there. I do that right off the bat. And now I'm going to take all my panoramic photos. There's an option of just taking pictures, or you can actually film it as you walk around it. And what we do that for is to make sure that there's all the damages, like this here bumper. That scratch is already there. We're proving it before we even touch it that information is there. And the best thing to do is just take pictures of it. And it kind of documents what it looks like prior to us touching it. And that too also shows our scenario that this thing is in here back. We're going to be loading it backwards so it's nose first up in front of a garage.
So that just does nothing but protect the driver, the customer, and the company more than anything.
Yes, it does all the above. Yeah, pictures, more pictures that we take, any of the damages that are already there. It's just to protect both of us.
Nice.
Yes. And it being an older vehicle, there's going to be probably more scuff marks and beauty marks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you see, I'm just get a kind of a close-up picture of it. Yeah, because I do the one far away when I see the damage, and then I'll do one close-up on it of the damage that I saw. So they'll be able to see that in at least 3 or 4 photos. They'll be able to zoom in on that and say, yes, that was already there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any of those situations come up where those pictures were needed?
One time, and that was just about a month ago. A gentleman was trying to say that I put a scratch on his bumper, and I didn't. I showed the pictures prior that the scratch was already there before I touched it. Luckily, he was there with me when I was doing those first photos going around it.
Sure.
Yeah. So now that I've taken all those photos, now we're going to upload it into the app here, and I did all those from internal storage. And we hit the gallery here, and those are all the pictures that we took and everything at the beginning.
Oh, wow.
And then I touched that one button there today, and that's going to load all these up right now. And also that also gives us a timestamp of where we're at and when this took place. When we got on scene, there was a timestamp of us going on scene, and then all the photos too are going to give us another timestamp of when I took all these pictures. And then, like if we're out on I-5, Interstate 5, there's no addresses. So the photos will also help with the timestamp, but they also give us a GPS coordinates of where we're at. Longitude and latitude will help with that. If the person who called, they pinned themselves, then that also too will give us a location, longitude and latitude. because there's no addresses, and there's no PO or no mailboxes
Everything that can help.
Yeah, and there's no mailboxes on Interstate 5. All right, so that part's there is done. I'm gonna go get the PTO started up. I'm gonna back up a little closer and take a quick gander underneath this thing and where I'm gonna be hooking up.
Cool, cool.
We're gonna probably we're gonna be doing all-wheel straps. All-wheel straps is the way that we need to pretty much do all vehicles.
Okay.
Even this truck here right behind you, we can do all-wheel straps on this.
Yeah.
A lot of guys would say chains only, but all-wheel straps, it's an 8-point tie down versus chains is only a 4-point tie down. So that right there adds more security to our loads.
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna pause for a second. This vehicle here, we're going to use the chain bridles to hook up for the winch line. We're just going to load the vehicle that way. And then we'll tie it down. We're going to use the all-wheel straps. The winch cable itself is only for loading and unloading the vehicle. It is not considered a tie down. That's all we're using it for, is just to bring the vehicle up and bring the vehicle down. Now what holds the vehicle on the deck is going to be the 8-point tie down that we're going to be using on it.
Okay.
Yes, so I'll go ahead and get PTO going and we'll get that next set. Under here, we're going to be hooking into all brown holes down on the bottom down here. And we're going to short chain this one here. But we got to be careful of this stuff right here. Now, I could run a soft strap on the rear axle, but with the soft strap, the straps are going to want to come, once you start pulling on them, the straps are going to want to come together in the middle. Up here on the, right by this hitch here, on the other side, you'll see an all brown hole right above you. Go over a little more. Up on the frame there, you'll see an all brown hole.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to be putting our chains. We're going to see how the chains sit in there and where it's going to be positioned out here. So when I do short chain, I don't want to go too short because I want to stay away from this gentleman's plug for his tow hitch. So we'll get that one set in there, and I'm going to slide over here and set that one up in there. All brown holes are a double stack of metal, and plus this gentleman here has a tow package on here, which actually gives us another layer of metal. It's super strong, and they're designed for short chaining, or they're designed for hooks. I knew these cars were going to be breaking down, so they gave us places for us to hook onto them. And another reason that they're there is for transporting. When they're brand new, they're coming in to use those. So I short chained, and now I'm checking, making sure my chains aren't hitting any of this stuff here.
Right on.
I'm going to short chain it a little bit more and see how much more space I can get out of it. Yeah, that's a little too close, so we're going to come back a loop and see, we'll make sure we're passing all of his stuff. So that looks pretty good right there. All right, when short chaining on a rear like this, when we get up there, we got to pay attention that this does not go into our winch box.
What's the importance of that?
Well, the you don't want to go in your winch box because it's going to get wrapped up in there and get stuck in there, but it also can damage it. If the vehicle was turned around the other way, we wouldn't have to short chain it because we'd be on the other side of the tires. So as we're hooking past the rear of this, and there's no spots up here for us to hook onto up on here that's proper. Now there is some metal down there I could hook into, but that metal wasn't designed for us to be towing on. The all brown hole that we're using is designed for being towed on, pulled on, or hooked into to roll the vehicle over. It's designed for it. Now the soft strap idea would have worked, but the soft straps, when you put them on there, the minute you start pulling on them, they're going to try sliding together, and they're going to get really long on you. Then, you know, but this way here is nice and solid and stable.
Nice.
So first thing I'm going to do is tighten her up, the cable, and then we're going to get the vehicle put in neutral. Taut. We don't want it to be real tight. But if you get that cable too tight, we want to keep slack in it because we don't want to pull on the vehicle and bind up the transmission coming out of park or any of that stuff, or put extra pressure on anything. So now I'm going to go put the vehicle in neutral. When dealing with a customer's vehicle, take your gloves off. Our gloves are dirty. We don't want to get dirt and grease all over their stuff. This vehicle here, the battery's still good. They're having a fuel pump issue, so it won't start. So that means we should be able to put this thing in neutral rather easy. A lot of times I don't even get in the vehicle. I'll just put the key. First click gives you steering wheel. Second click, when the dash lights up, gives you your brake and trans. Because first click, it won't move. Second click, when the dash lights up, you'll be able to put your foot on the brake and put her down into neutral. And then turn the key off as far as it goes. And then double check, make sure the parking brake is off. This one here has a stick on this one because it's an older model. And then now I'm going to turn the wheel into my favor. Just a little bit. And we're going to just pull on it and get her straightened out. Ideally, you try to get your vehicle to line up in there as straight as you can. Doesn't always happen, but it makes it easier for tying everything down.